channel. So this was a trip me and my sister took back in September, I think September 11th to September 17th. We did a trip to Dubai. Our flight was supposed to leave around like 5 something, but we got to the airport a little bit late, so we actually missed our flight. So this is just us killing time in the bathroom. Also, we had to go through some kind of little COVID health insurance thing, and it made us miss our flight also. It was just a big headache. But we were able to get rescheduled, so we're just goofing off right now.
So you slow down and that makes sense.
So our new flight was scheduled around like 8:30 something, and we finally did take off. Our layover was Paris, London, and it was like 3 hours, but really we only stayed there for about an hour. It took us a while to get through the airport. So you can wash your coochie in the bathroom. It's now 1:40 p.m. We were leaving Paris, London to go to Dubai. They did give us like a little lunch, but the food was really gross. I think it was like a marinara rice thing. I don't know. It was just the nastiest thing ever. And the most annoying part was that, we were sleepy because we were so tired from the flight that they kept waking us up for food and drink, and the food ended up being nasty. And I honestly would have rather just slept through the whole flight because of that. Luckily with our flight there, we did have our own rows, so we were able to stretch out. This flight was so long and so miserable. So we finally got to Dubai 7 hours later. So we're on our way to baggage claim to get our bags, and this is where everything got a little spicy. So in my bag, I did have a vibrator. Technically, it's like a muscle relaxer vibrating thingy thing, but they considered it like a vaginal thing. So they confiscated it and took me to like this little Dubai jail room where they made me like confess to like my sex crimes to get dildo back. But it was like $50 a day or something like that. And I was not going to do that because that dildo only cost $15, and it was not that serious to spend $150 on to get back. So I left it there. So now we're on the train from our prison stay to the front of the airport where the Ubers are. Our Uber to our hotel was like $7, but we ended up paying like a criminal $40 to get here. Never do that again. Just take Uber. It's really cheap out there. So we arrived to our hotel, and they welcomed us with an orange juice shot, the best orange juice in the world. We did get our own rooms. I think the rooms were maybe like a little over $300, maybe $400 for the whole week. We stayed for 7 days. Our room was absolutely beautiful. I would definitely recommend this hotel. The only thing I didn't like was that the bathtub does not fill up and the water does not get all the way hot. And also the shower head is a little wonky. So and the wall plugs are not like American wall plugs, so you can't actually plug your phone up into anything to charge it. The perk was that Uber Eats is 24 hours, and it's really, really cheap out there to eat food. So because this trip was a year ago, I don't remember exactly what dates we did everything on. I just know that what we did happened on the same day. So this is how this video is set up. So the first day we did do a yacht tour. It was like $65, probably not even that much. I think it was advertised as private, but it really wasn't private, which is fine because everybody was just so nice. And there was like so many black people that were like from Africa that was traveling, just wonderful people. Dubai was actually so hot. It had to be like 110 degrees while we were on this boat. We were just dripping wet. It was just so hot. Even my hair color was just dripping out of my head. This is just pictures of me sweating like a dog, being cute on the yacht. After our yacht tour, we did go to Aqua Adventure Water Park. We went to go play with dolphins, and then like they have like this huge water slide park, which was very exhausting. So this is us getting ready to go play with the dolphins. They didn't let us record on our phone, so I don't really have any videos of the dolphins. We just have pictures of afterwards. So the dolphin tour was actually probably the most expensive thing we did. It cost us like $120 to do this, and then the pictures was like $200 for like 12 pictures. And this is just some of the pictures that we did buy out of our package. And then this was the water park. The water park, everything has a million steps to do, and it's so exhausting. This is one of the slides. It goes inside like this little aquarium thing. It was pretty cool, but again, there's a million steps to every slide, so you are going to be wore out. But luckily, you can wear thongs, any kind of bathing suit that you want. Dubai really isn't that strict regarding clothing. So the myth of you're gonna be booted and rocks thrown at you isn't really true. So the water park does include like the side little aquarium. The aquarium really isn't that big or really that interesting, but they did have like this little lobster aquarium thing, and I kind of thought that was kind of cool because you don't see lobsters being worshipped inside of an aquarium like they do in Dubai. So it's kind of cute. And this is just that lobster area I was talking about earlier. So one thing we learned was that nobody goes outside in the daytime in Dubai because it's too hot. So they only go outside at night, and the party days are like Thursday through Saturday. So if you want to go to Dubai, Thursday through Saturday is your thing. This is just an Uber Eats meal that we have for like $7. So day 2, we did do a desert safari. It cost us about $65 for this. This was an all-day activity, meaning like 7 o'clock in the morning to like 10 o'clock at night. So the first part of the excursion, they took us to like this little shop part where you can buy their favorite clothing and headgear. Just to be advised, if you do this excursion, don't really buy from the store because they're going to overcharge you. We paid like $200, 200 American dollars for this head wrap, the little headband thing, and the outfit. And the man said that we really only should have paid about $50. So we really much got scammed. Dubai people, they're really going to scam you all the time anyway. So that's something to really be mindful about. But I did look cute in my little overpriced outfit. So the second part of this excursion was the ATV rides. I think they're called ATVs, the ATV rides. I never rode an ATV before, so I did not expect for it to be hot. So if you do this, wear leggings because this ATV is going to burn your poor little thighs up in some shorts. Surprisingly, for us to be in the desert, it really wasn't that hot. It really felt maybe like 70, 80 degrees, but it was like 101 degrees outside. So the third part of our excursion was this little car ride through the desert. If you do get nauseous easy, I probably wouldn't recommend this for you because you're going to be bumping around. But I did enjoy it. It was really fun. It's like Six Flags. Just a little photo op of us in the desert. So part 3 of our excursion, once you're in the desert at the top of the hill, they let you go like boogie surfboarding down the sand, and it is so hard to walk up. It took a long time. I just had to edit this video out because it really would have been like 30 minutes of us sliding down this sand hill and walking back up. It was very, very hard. And as you can see, I'm struggling to get back up this hill that I had to just get on my knees and just crawl back up. But I made it, and I'm cute. So we're done with the first half of our excursion, and my sister didn't like all that sand on her, so she did take a little whole bath in the sink, and the sink was just so ghetto, and she made it even ghettoer. So after the whole bath, we were on to part 4 of our excursion. Weirdly, again, because we were in the desert and it was like 100 degrees, it really did not feel like it. It was very, very cool. So part 4 was a camel ride and like a dinner and an entertainment show thing. It's supposed to have been with like a little eagle thing, but for some reason we didn't get the eagle. We just got the camel, which was fine. The camel ride was only 3 minutes. It was just in a circle, not really through the whole desert like they advertised it to be, but it's fine. It's really just for the experience of being on a camel. So after the desert ride was over, they walked us inside the big tent, which is where the dinner and the show was. This tent was huge. Because of COVID, you get your own table, but we really sat with like this other group that was in the car with us, which is fine because the ladies were lovely. They were sweet, like Spanish ladies, just wonderful people. They did give us free henna, but we tipped our henna lady $3. Really, I think like $2 is like $2 in American dollars. It's like $10 in their dollars. So we tipped her like $3, and they surprisingly were very, very happy and grateful for that. But she did a really great job on our henna tattoo, and she did it really, really quick. Thank you. Look at this, so beautiful.
That was so quick. I barely.
So this was a snack to prepare us for the actual show. The first performer was like this man with these discs in his hand that spin around in a circle. Nothing too fancy, but it was kind of cool. So this was the actual meal and what we had. The second performer was like this lady who danced. She was cool. Her performance was actually nice and cute and flirty, but I didn't put the whole performance on there because the video would have been entirely too long. Her wig was so secure. She was literally slinging that thing around, so it was very impressive. So this was another minor ripoff. We paid $35 for what should have been gold necklaces with our names in A-wrap, but they were really gold plated. Honestly, the gold came off after like the first touch of sweat. Not really worth it, but we did buy some other souvenirs. My sister bought an ashtray, which I'll show you later, which she almost got in jail for, and I bought a light. So this was the third performer, another lady. I don't know why I put this part of her video because she actually did way better. But I don't know what I was thinking when I actually made her part. It was cool though. I mean, you get the point across. She is belly dance, of course. So this is probably hands down the best performance out there. It was a guy that was like doing like flame dances. So cool. I honestly wish I could have put the whole video on there, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna give you guys a snippet. But I was very impressed. Like this was probably the most amazing performance out there. So this was the end of our excursion, but they did come with like a nighttime desert ride. Luckily with this excursion, they do take you and pick you up from your hotel, so that was kind of a plus. But they were just like taking us through a desert. Really, there's nothing out there, but different companies set up in the little tents out there. But yeah, they just took us out here to scare us a little bit, that's all. And now we're just driving through the city of Dubai on our way back to our hotel. At this point, we had a long day. We're just so exhausted. I think we just ordered Uber and went to sleep. Look at us.
I gotta build a sandcastle.
You sure can. Look at that. And just a small elevator selfie.
So they like literally made this in front of us and like packed it in, but we was kind of rushed, so I didn't get a chance to make a video of it. But yeah, like even the words, like it looked like ink, but it's like they kind of like burned it or something, burned the sand or whatever, and then they added water into it. Like it's still sand, but it's wet, so it'll never come out. Like, oh, never mind.
So we're on day 3 now. This day didn't go at all as planned, but I'll elaborate later on in the video about why.
It took Niecy an hour to put this on. She didn't have no hair.
So we're just waiting on our Uber to come, just posing with the little mannequin outside. And this is the front of our property, just so beautiful. So the plan for today was to go to the 3D park and then go to the mall. But because I bought my ticket on Groupon and Groupon wanted to play me and be a scam artist and not give my voucher, we just sat there at the theme park for 3 hours doing absolutely nothing. And then we just ended up just going to the mall instead. So this is just me with my necklace on and the grab my sister to the theme park and then later to the mall. Also, ladies, be careful at the mall because there are men that's in there that's just watching you, trying to literally kidnap you. So this is at the Misfit store. It's actually really cute and girly, but very, very simple. This is one of the dresses that we saw. My sister bought this for me, and she also bought me a cute little necklace in the letter C. This dress looks so good on my booty. This is the necklace that she bought me. It's so cute. After the mall, we waited for our Uber that refused to pick us up. In the meantime, we just looked at really expensive cars, trying to figure out what these cars were. After resting and taking a shower, we got dressed to go out to this karaoke bar. So this is like a really nice karaoke lounge club thing. Weirdly, a lot of things in Dubai is like Russian, and this karaoke bar was one of them. But it was really nice. They did play rap music. Even though they say that in Dubai you can't listen to foul music and you can't twerk and stuff, they do play rap music with cuss words. They play sexual music. You just can't actually like twerk your booty, but you can dance around if you want to dance around. You can cuss if you want to cuss. So I think there was a cover charge. It was like $55, but it came with food, drinks, and entry. One thing about these Russian women, they are going to sing their heart out. So this is like foreign spaghetti, and she had chicken Alfredo. It was so good. My sister actually hated her chicken Alfredo, but my spaghetti was really, really good. The margarita that we had, I didn't too much care for it, but it did suffice. My sister did get her hookah because she's like a hookah crackhead, so we did enjoy ourselves for this night. So the karaoke club closed at 2 a.m. Everything else in Dubai pretty much stays open till 6 o'clock, but they did close, so we're just on our way back to the hotel. This is me back to the hotel, just doing a little thirst trap and get ready for bed. So finally, the next day, we did go to get our COVID test, and then later on we went to the IMG Worlds of Adventure, which is why we went at 6:27 at night, because it took us a while to get our COVID test after multiple mishaps. And this is just me after the Thor ride. It snapped my earring out because I was terrified. This was the Hulk ride. It was kind of hideous, but it was cool. And then this is just part of the inside of it. It's really, really big. And there's like so many rides. I think there's like 25 different rides, but some of them are kid rides. So you can't get on all of them, but you can get on a good 90% of them. Again, it's so dead in this theme park because Dubai people don't go outside until really late. So even though it's like 6 o'clock to us and we consider that late, they don't come outside till like 8 o'clock when it's really, really cool. And by really, really cool, I mean like 90 degrees. So that's not really cool. But it was a plus because there wasn't really any wait times. I think we paid like $78 to go inside this park. It was definitely worth it, but if I lived in Dubai, I probably wouldn't do it more than like twice a year. And then they had like a whole Cartoon Network land. I love gumball, so of course I'm going to get on the gumball ride. But it was very childish. So after the theme park, we did go out to dinner as our last night in Dubai. This is the dress my sister bought me from Misfits. It fits so cute and so snug. And this is her in her dress. And we're just on our way to Doors Something Grill. It was really, really fancy, extremely expensive. I think it was like $100 or something per person. And that included like our meal, our drink, and our hookah.
That feels nice.
But it was really nice to put the food in front of you. Lucky was that this restaurant was attached to our hotel. There were like 3 restaurants in total, all pretty fancy, all expensive, but we chose this one because they were the only ones that were selling hookah. That was after 11 o'clock at night, and we had a flight at like 1 o'clock in the morning, so we just chose this one. Because we went to dinner so late, we were actually running so far behind to catch our flight. So we actually had to get on the plane with our dinner clothes on, which is so uncomfortable. But what made it worse is that my sister got stopped by TSA because the ashtray she bought while we were at that desert dinner entertainment thing, they flagged it as a bomb. So that is her down there, her little feet up on the arrow where she is. They're just talking to her and asking her what it is because they were scared to open it. But it wasn't a bomb. It was just simply an ashtray. And she had to go through this whole clearance before they call airport security. Dubai is just so paranoid and they do not play about anything that looks suspicious. So, yeah, she's just down there talking to the police. Luckily, the Dubai airport, which is so sweet that they held the plane for us to make sure we were able to make it. So we did make it to our Amsterdam flight. Once we got in Amsterdam, the customer service skills out there is actually very terrible. Like, the rudest people. Like, you think Atlanta TSA is rude. Amsterdam is just disgusting. We stayed there for 7 hours, finally got on the flight, and they gave us this nasty-ass breakfast, and it was 10 hours home. The longest, worst flight ever. But we finally made it home. This is just some pictures of our trip to recap what was going on. So just enjoy. So just some quick things that we did learn out there in Dubai that we kind of felt like were just myths on our way over. In Dubai, you can actually dress how you want to dress as long as you're being courteous of who's around you. I mean, if you want to wear spaghetti straps and short clothes and a thong bikini, you can. They don't care. But you can't be out there twerking and smoking weed and cussing in public and bouncing your titties around because you want to. That's just offensive to them. Pretty much anything sexual in nature in public is just offensive. You can't even like Google Pornhub or like watch SpongeBob on Netflix or anything like that. It's all blocked out. Like, they do not play when it comes to sexual things. Also, one thing I wish I would have known was that Dubai charges you with AED tax. And if you get to the airport fast enough, keep all your receipts, and they actually just reimburse you for your AED tax, which is really good because the tax is so high. This is the ashtray we were talking about where they thought it was a bomb. As you can see, it's like a metal little ashtray, so you can definitely understand why they thought it was a bomb, but everything turned out fine. Overall, I absolutely loved Dubai. I really enjoyed myself, and it was actually really cheap, so I definitely look forward to going back one day. I hope I did a great job explaining what we did for our trip. Thanks for watching.